Hi guys, my name is Jason from Med School. So I'll be analyzing Aussie versus dollar. Aussie versus dollar by Monday. Am I gonna day trade it? I'm a day trader, so I only look for intraday, and I'll exit most of the time the same day before the day ends. So this is how I trade. I usually don't do swings that hold for weeks or months. So perhaps let's get into this. There we can see very well that the price gradually go up and up and up and up. So it created a uptrend. It's definitely a very clear-cut uptrend, and there's a very heavy sell after Friday itself. So on from last Monday all the way up to Thursday, price decided to go one directional, no indication of any breaking of its own support. So price keep on climb and climb and climb, and from about the half of the other day of Thursday itself, price start to kind of like try to consolidate here a bit, try to go sideway, and it decided to kind of like break itself. So if I were to mark all the high low here, we can see very well that it broke here. Price tried to push back up here and fail here and decided to officially break and continue all the way. If we can see that it all this SR area are all drawn from derived the one that I use for purple color now is actually derived from all the swing point, if you can see. But all the rest of the SR here is being derived from my stochastic oscillator overbought and oversold. You want to learn how to use this technique, just see one of my video that how I mark SR area with OB and OS on stock oscillator. So we can tell that price keep on breaking itself without any retracement. So as a retracement trader, Friday itself, no entry. Langsung no entry for me to take any position. And yep, let's say Monday open, how can I take this trade itself? I can see that there's a very heavy it's very near, it actually broke back into, it break out from the key SR itself that being drawn on April 2020 and also February 2020. Last week it broke out, and before the weekend it break back again, so it's very near to its closing. If you can see this particular chart, okay, if you know how to read this chart, the price got a very heavy chance that it might fall down on long term already, this particular chart. If you don't believe me, most probably it created a very heavy pin. So this one I can't see shit. So I'm gonna open up another new chart for you guys to have a look what happening on Aussie USD on week itself. So let's have a look. Can you see a pin here? This is what's going on now. So price decided to reject the entire area and back into just close off the grid. And yep, I like to use black and white. So can you see this over here? Because I can't see it over here. It's all noise, too many lines here for me to day trade. And yeah, so I'll open up a new chart for you to show you. See, from H1 chart itself, if you know how to read it, you can actually tell that it actually created a rejection here, a very heavy rejection itself on week time frame. It only indicate one thing. There's a lot of sellers waiting at this area already. On Monday itself, if the price decided to retrace around this area, any area here, but I believe that if it close back below my SR here, my key SR here, it's a very heavy chance that it will fall all the way down here. Let's say, yeah, perhaps here, perhaps here. I don't know on long term. It's a day-to-day thing for long term to move. Um, But for day trading, I only want a short term, the same day get out from the market. If the price ever comes back around this area and do a rejection, some candlestick pattern happens that I am looking for, I would actually short the market down again. So if you ask me to buy, continue this trend, no, I would actually sell, continue this trend. Price tried to goes up last week, comes back down the same week itself. It only indicate that this whole area filled with sellers waiting for me. So if I were to sell together with those sellers, these sellers, the percentage or the edge of me getting profiting from the structure itself, it's higher. If I were to buy back up again, it's a bit crazy because I would like to follow this current trend now, especially when we created a pin for me already. Even though it's a bullish pin, it's still a pin. So it just tell me saying that there's a lot of sellers waiting up here. Okay, if this pin fail, then wipe out my SL lor. But since I'm doing day trade only, so most probably I'm going to put around my, depending where the price rejection happens, and I'll put it on the next SR itself. So for this, I'll be monitoring this day to day for the next week and see how's the reaction towards this type of area here. It could be retraced all the way up here and reject. It could be retraced up to all the way up here and reject. If you guys use Fibo to do retracement, we can tell that you can wait here, you can wait here on the 50 or the 60 around this area also can. So if the price is having a heavy rejection, then you guys can wait about 23 to 38 around this area. But if ever the price goes back up to 100, that's where the whole setup change and it will continue to go up because this rejection by sellers are not pushing down anymore. It's just a temporary push, could be. But from experience, when there's this type of pin happenings on an up formation, be going up, it only tells us saying that there's a group of sellers here waiting to sell it off. They've been waiting for a few weeks already. When price came down due to COVID-19 issues, price try to go up again. Then now it's rejecting again. So let's see how this work out by Monday opening, see where it open back up. If it's starting to create some rejection here, beautiful. I'll just enter the market with the rejection with my SL right above those area. And yep, I don't use Fibo. Fibo is just for reference to show you guys if you guys use Fibo. I just use back all my SR area and see where's the rejection happen. And this I actually also don't use one, so I'll delete it off before it confused me. Yep, so see how it goes, and I'll still be waiting. Highly chance it will form some rejection candlestick pattern here for me to short the market down. So if I were to short the market now, where can I take my TPs? We always talk about SL, so my TPs could be here, around here. It's either here or here. So it depends. How much is my SL? This one can actually go quite far. If it's still keep on breaking and breaking and breaking, I could be holding it for a longer term rather than just day trade it. So depending on that particular situation, scenario, day to day, and I'll monitor it day to day. This is a very, very interesting pair now for Aussie USD, especially when this happen, a pin, a very nice pin of rejection. So if you guys learn how to read H1 chart properly, you can actually tell that this is a pin. So rather than just focus on the structure itself, we got to focus on the overall structure as well. So this is one of my, um, yeah, that's why I like to look at H1. It's on the neutral side that I can see a higher time frame and a smaller time frame as well. So I'll be waiting around this area to short the market down. For wait for rejection, yeah, not just price goes there, I just press click sell. No, wait for rejection. Right, thank you very much. If you like this style of videos of analysis, just subscribe to my YouTube. If you want to learn more about how I draw and how I analyze, and you got a lot of questions to ask me, just join my Telegram channel, which is under the description for my YouTube there. Come in, ask me any question. I will do my best to answer you. We learn together. All right, thank you very much.